Well, hello, college football fans. As you can tell from the title of this video, the Boise State Virginia Tech game has literally just ended. I was kind of, I was kind of mixed up. I was kind of pulling for both teams. You love seeing the upset. You love seeing a team like Boise State beat a highly ranked team and now have that chance at making a championship game. But you also hate seeing it happen because you know this means that this is really the one really tough test this season. We don't really know how tough Oregon State is actually going to be. They lost to a game the year to TCU, so we can't really tell how good Oregon State is actually going to be. So they could very well run the tables and boot a tougher team out of the championship. Now, personally, I'm a huge Texas fan. Obviously, everyone knows that, but I don't really see Texas making the championship game this year. It'd be kind of a storybook thing for Gilbert, but I don't think it's going to happen. But one thing to remember is that they could very well be booting an Oklahoma or a Ohio State or a team like that who could very possibly have a one loss and still could have made the championship game on more of an ordinary year. But now we've got a team like Boise State really coming through the last couple of years, and you know this it's gonna be kind of a crazy year now. This is gonna be tougher for other teams to get in, because they've got almost like an automatic bid for the championship game if they win out the rest of the season. It's almost not gonna matter. Um, but you also have to look at it from another point of view, and that is that um, what's gonna happen if Boise State plays a team that isn't going to make as many mistakes as Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech, we watched this game. Virginia Tech made a lot of mistakes. In fact, I'm actually watching the replay right here. I didn't see the very beginning of the game, but there's a blocked punt. Virginia Tech got a punt blocked. And, they a couple times they had some terrible breakdowns in coverage, some sloppy tackling on plays. And even still, and yeah, right here, I'm roughing the punter thing here. So, and even still, Boise State almost lost this game, had to make the comeback at the end because they themselves had, they got a punt blocked, and they had some really bonehead special team plays where they roughed a kicker and that set them up for 4th and 5. Where Virginia Tech went and got the touchdown. They got a roughing the passer on what would have been a 3rd down play, and that helped lead them down for another touchdown drive. This was kind of an insane game, but what's going to happen if they play a really well-polished, really good Alabama or Ohio State or, you name the team that could make the championship game, Oklahoma. What happens if they play this team? They might very well get run off the field. But one thing that I do have to say for Boise State that I have the utmost respect for is the fact that they did not at any moment, Herb Street and Musburger constantly were saying, and Boise State known for the trick plays, waiting for them to pull one out here. They said this time and time and time again during the course of this game. How many times did they pull out a trick play? Well, they just shocked everyone. Not once. Not once. I mean, I I think they may have had a fake. I didn't see the first quarter of the game, but I thought I heard them say something about pulling out, doing a fake punt. Yeah, that's a trick play, but that's not one that that's not a pitch back or a Statue of Liberty, anything that's really really shocked everyone. Um, but even so, they didn't pull that one thing out that shocked everybody. And you gotta love that. They didn't win because they had one crazy play at the end. They just shocked everybody. or one crazy play just turned the game around, swung momentum. No, they won this game straight out. They went out there, they played Virginia Tech the way any other team would have played them. They had a good balance of running and passing. They had to just come out. They actually had to win this game without trying to pull out some crazy, insane, unbelievable play. And they won this game by doing that. You have to have respect for them by doing that. But what's going to happen is they play a more well-polished team. Plus, this is the first game. This is the first week of the year. I understand that, but it's the first week of the year for both teams. Both teams had some major struggles. What's going to happen when you have two teams? One of them being Boise State, who we saw make some errors here today. And I saw the game last year against TCU. They made some of those silly errors then, but they weren't playing against the Virginia Tech. So they were still able to get the win. Yeah, that was a tight win too. It was a different style of win, but what's gonna happen is they come out and play a solid Alabama or a solid Ohio State. I really don't know if they can compete all the way with those teams. I don't know if they can win those teams. We saw them beat Oklahoma, yeah, but they pulled out all those trick plays. It's no less of a win, but it's not less of a win because they pull out those trick plays. But if they play a straight up man's football game against these teams, what's going to happen? I'm a little worried about that, but the championship game's well down the road. They still have a long season ahead of them. First game of the year for them, but Boise State, they look good. So, didn't talk about the horns, but hook 'em horns anyways. And we'll talk later.